सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Test Session to this intermediate training session. So as I told you, I will continue from the morning session the topic active play. अरे बाप रे, background noise. But please do not take it that active play means kingside attack. It is not like that. Action in an area in a prepared manner. You can go for a queenside attack, kingside attack, or a central strategy. So who are there? Keval Chitara, Dina Patel, Marshal Parikh, Devers, Tanmay Azmera, Suresh Bhai Chawda, and Jaswin Chandra. Good afternoon to all. Now, I want to show active play by the world champions and challengers and great players first. Then I will go to other players. It is not easy. Active play needs imagination. You have to see some diagrams, some combination or action in advance. Number one. Number two, you have to have lot of guts. To play active chess, a player needs lot of guts to give material for activity and action. Sometimes exchange sacrifice, sometimes a pawn sacrifice, or even two pawn sacrifice, even a rook sacrifice. The player who wants to do active play must be very good in open games, open lines, activity of pieces. But you cannot do without having a positional background. One should have a good center, good king position, and coordination of pieces. Sometimes a player gives with the hope of getting activity. It is not correct. Super grandmaster don't do that. There are players of that style. You know, जाबाज प्लेयर्स जान को बाजी लगा के खेलते हैं. वो गया तो गया, हार गया तो हार गया, नहीं otherwise crushing victory. So I will show some Java's players also. Welcome Ritu Nandi. Let us have a look at game Gary Kasparov style. Gary Bhai Kasparov was very active player. Perhaps if you find out 5 active players in chess history, Gary Kasparov का नाम आएगा. Alekhine, Gary Kasparov, Leonard Stein, Paul Keres, great active players. You see, Fischer, they were playing positional. Anand, Fischer, they were going slow, steady, you know, wild attack. Now, let's say first game I start knight c. The reason that Gary Kasparov was very well prepared with black. If white plays e4, he used to play Sicilian Nasdorf and a fantastic record with lot of wins with black. If you play main line, he was ready. Any kind of sideline, he was ready. Terrific record of number of black wins with Nasdorf. And for d4, he was playing King's Indian, Grunfeld, Benoni, etc. Mostly King's Indian and Grunfeld, and later on turned to Ninja Indian. Now, white naturally avoids the direct e4 or d4. So, somebody plays an odd line, you should play on center and development, logical course. So, d5, e5, c5. These are the things comes to mind. So, he played c5. Idea, you play e4, you are in Kasparov in his home ground, Sicilian. Now, you have to play knight f3 or g3 or some slow game. So, white also is a very wild play. So, it is like a tiger versus lion. So, d4, take, and tempo. So, white is ready, who wants to castle long and preparing for a kingside assault in the future. So, what should black do? I should just develop center. So, I think black is little better. Better center. The white queen has made two moves and not doing anything there. Not doing anything. But white has an idea. Idea. Now you have to develop your bishop. E6 or G6. This is what he is planning. Now if you play G6, he will hit and castle. Or E6, he will castle with the idea of E4. Bishop into knight, long castle, E4. But black has another plan. Black is giving a threat. Now, giving a threat directly. So, meeting the threat. Now, question is every move must develop. Logical move. You must complete development. Bishop. Once again giving a threat. The A2 pawn. And now, bishop into knight is bad. He will play pawn into and double bishop is good center. So, he decided to play bishop back. Finally. That means this is an admission of an error. Admission of a defeat. That I have made a mistake. Not going. Discover check has nothing. You do not have any discover check. Queen into A2 will come with a mate threat. No discover check. Knight to here, all this thing will not work. Naturally, if you play ND5, Queen A2 is coming. Very well played. Excellent. Excellent play by Kasparov. Now, the knight is under attack. So, of course, that temporary sacrifice is temporary. I mean, white will get back the material because the knight on g4 is estranged. After knight into pawn, queen into will come. I mean, this now bishop check is coming. Now here bishop check. White will have initiative. So black decided no, initiative must not be given. Normally the attacking players, the players with the active style, they want initiative with them at any cost. It's like a football game. The ball should be with us. You keep passing and play around and then throw later on for the goal. So initiative is they're fighting both. So here he played S3. Take my knight, he says. So black stands back. Now it is already game is already clear in favor of black. You can see the center, the piece play, the pawn structure, and the queen is of questionable thing. What the queen is doing here? Now action. The king is out of danger. There is no danger to the king at all. Of course, there are many other moves, but the player don't wait. Any question here? No, I am going to because at the moment there was nothing because this is something not a regular line. It is an odd variation, Ramakrishna. So I am not asking question. This is not a theoretical line. I will ask question in a theoretical position. Martha Godani, Veerabhadra Singh. Okay, today I am going to answer how to improvise on novelty, how to prepare. I will show you one or two games so that you will have idea how to, improve the position. The position knight check. Actually, it is not the best move at the moment. It is only equality, but player cannot calculate everything. The position is actually equal. So, if you play KB1 and D2, black is better. Definitely black is better. So you cannot play. You have to take that. Now bishop into. Now after pawn into, I think this is easy win. Queen check. You can see it is easily winning. After this move, this is disaster. It should win the game. So he has to take with the bishop and now rook into. Now actually, I will tell you, queen takes it is a draw. Pawn takes it will only end up in a draw. But you know, the point is that the tournament situation also. A player if draws with white, his chances in the tournament is reduced much more. So he is trying anyhow. This will draw only, not more than that. Draw. Nothing more than a draw. But he tried and he lost. Instead of playing this, he played king and now winning. The material may be equal, but black has a decisive advantage. Well, this is too late. This is too late now. The check is meaningless now. Oh, this is no problem. One. So ultimately, the activity, you know, and another factor. When you play sharply, your opponent comes in trouble, tension and time trouble. It is not easy to calculate so many variations. I will ask questions in a theoretical questions. Hello, Prithirati, Viravadra Singh. Many times, the style of a player decides a lot of things. Choice of opening, you know, means I was a very active style player. When I was a young, I was playing very actively, but there was a difference that many games I was playing active over the board, not really prepared. But the grandmaster, many grandmasters don't take chance like that. For example, a player like Alvin Panine, he will take activity just like that without being prepared. Whereas most of Kasparov's game were prepared. I think this game with Apollo, it was not prepared on the spot action. Fantastic game. Spot defense, rook sack. Great game. So here I want to show some game a theoretical line. Now I am going to ask questions here. So it is a Grunfeld defense and it exchange variation. Cannot do d5. You cannot do d5. Bishop check is coming. You cannot do bishop c3 check will come. So queen a5. So castle. Now there is a threat. Now there is a threat of d5. So he castles. I think this does not suit the need of the position. But I will tell you, Gary Kasparov was 2851. 2851. The highest rating at that time, and there was no other player who has touched 2800 at that time. All the players were nearly 100 points below him. A clear cut domination in the scene. That 2851 today, it will be like 2951. Almost that range. Inflation rating is more than 100 points. So naturally, the player wants to equalize. So Timmons choice bishop into knight only to equality. It is bad. Trying to force matter and draw. This is the now the pressure has come on center. Okay, I am asking now. We will now discuss diagram by diagram. Many questions I will ask on not only this game, all other games also. What should black do now? I want you to find out active moves. Yes, Magnus Carlsen is dominating, but there is a difference in Magnus and Kasparov because Magnus Carlsen is only doing technical area, only technical chess. I would say I don't have the game with me now, but Anand almost outplayed Magnus Carlsen in the last some maybe few weeks back or maybe few days back. He outplayed Carlsen, but technical position agreed to a draw. In a rook and knight game, I think Anand was probably winning. I feel so. So technically, he is doing great, and because of his energy level, he has got tremendous energy, good board side, but he has not produced game like Kasparov. Fantastic sacrifices and lot of action. He's a pure technical man. I would rate him in the category of Smyslov, Wolf Anderson, this type of players. Today he is dominating. What was his weak point one day? Some years back, maybe 12, 14 years back, endgame was his weakness. Today he is very strong. All right. So here comes bishop into pawn. Not fearing, you see, this is a critical moment. Player wants action. Bishop into pawn, you run in the danger of the pin. You run in the danger of the pin. But here is just activity. This is the point. I think it is very deep. Yes, Suresh Bhai Chawda Bidipur. And what is this? Queen sack. Now, this point is the target point. Bishop is there and rooks will join. Another rook will join. And now the king is safe. Back rank clear. So it is action only for black. White cannot do anything. White cannot have any attack. White cannot do one pawn up doesn't matter. Now it is a question of one extra pawn for black. You forget that extra pawn. Activity for black. So well done. Now if you take the pawn, suppose you take rook will come. Now rook is protected. And now if you come here, the rook enters. And now another rook is joining. Fantastic. A devastating position. This pawn will fall in the g2 pawn. This is activity. So a good judgment after what is it? Timman played a4. Now rook double and enter. Now he will enter. The pawn attack. So all the weak points are guarded. All the weak points of black is guarded. Now he wants to enter. So no problem. Consolidation starts. Next, he will play bishop here, and the king will come, and the rooks will start entering. Apart from a pass pawn, there is a target. So it is very difficult. It is a question of judgment. It is not that easy that one can give the queen for rook and bishop and continue play for win. Are you seeing? Are you seeing skilling open? Uh, I saw a game, internet. Sometime watch game on internet. That game, Anand, I think, had outplayed Magnus Carlsen. It could be time trouble, whatever. And now the king is safe, rooks will start entering. Whatever you do, it is bad. Now you take the pawn, the rook is entering. Enough counterplay. There is no time. White is preparing some move like g4, g5. There is no time because bishop e5 is coming. Very well played. It will lead to mate. If you take this, mate. Rook into mate and two checks mate. It is gone. The position is bad. After the move, you come up, you will win trouble. You come up, there will be checkmate problem. So only move. Check, 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 and finish. Great game. So all these things. There are players with active style. You have to be very good in certain things. Mating pattern. Mating pattern. I am talking repeatedly. Number because various mating patterns. And you have to be very good in open lines. You have to be very good in positional development also. Sudden attack. You have to be very good in double attack. For example, I will show games where that theme comes. So here, of course, I got the answer. Suresh Bhai Chawda gave the answer. Bishop d4, which is not easy. This was a very difficult time. Okay. Here, take. And if you don't play bishop d4, game has nothing. Draw. It will end up in draw. But daring. Hello, next. Dibendu Barua versus Kasparov. It was internet simultaneous. Internet Grand Prix rapid. Internet. Dibendu Barua is a great player. He in his prime, he he was extremely good in end game and middle game practice and attack. But unfortunately, he was not a well prepared player in opening. If his opening was very good, we could have like another Anand in our country. But in opening area, he was playing e4, e5 Petrov and e4, d4, d5 Queen's Gambit. I mean, both were not ambitious opening. And despite that, he scored some miracle. I mean, outstanding victories over grandmasters. But his main forte was middle game attack and tactics. And here Kasparov nullifies all that. You will not find Kasparov playing Paulson many times. He goes for Nasdorf or Scheveningen. A line which is not good. Main problem is that White wants that knight should go back from center. As long as knight in center, then all attack comes. He will play castle f4, e5, and he sacrifice on e6, sacrifice on b5. So this central knight gives all the attacking chances. So the whole idea is to push the knight back. For example, now if you play bishop here, he will play bishop to c5. And now you have to retreat. You have to make a retreat, which is losing the initiative. So that means you have to move the knight. Now, you know, now this is a position. I mean, Barua was caught by surprise. White actually objectively better. For example, I will tell you, I was white and normally I was not playing many open lines. I was playing open games only with a comparatively weaker players. Stronger players, I used to play in King's Indian attack or close games, slow games. Here, Basuko played this with me as black. And of course, I got some initiative, but I won the game. It was very bad position for me. So, mechanically, the players goes to knight b3, not correct. You must stay knight here, and that is the one gives activity. I will show you some games why knight f3 is better than knight b3. So here it did mechanical move. Now the knight will do nothing. This is the main problem that a player, if he is not studying all the probably sidelines and all openings, he gets caught by the opponent. Now that means in the position in the diagram you play queen here. Suppose here he played this move. Now, if you play queen here, this is no harm. White has an excellent position. Now, white can play f4, and now white has an excellent position. But in the diagram, imagine the knight is here. Then there is no activity white can do. That is the whole point. It's not a good move, but I will show you. Now, castle. Now, one knight has retreated, and the pawn has moved a3. So, this new move, now black has got more active game than white. No if I threat. Two moves are wasted. White has wasted two moves in the normal diagram. White is down by two moves, and that gives black an easy game. So there is no more e5 possible. Preparing for a counter attack. So he moves the queen. I think black has consolidated. f5 will come now. There is no attack. There is no attack. The pieces simply unable to coordinate. I mean, you see, this bishop is not in attack, not in attack. Then this knight is not in attack. They are not bad. It is okay, but not in attack. So only two pieces, and there is no target. Now, if the knight was not here, I would capture other way. But the knight here, I should not weaken the further. Now pawn into. This should be weak because the attack. So I should capture. Black should capture safely. Now trying for h4, h5. Minus plus. The position already minus plus. Now look here. When it is a good position, now player must start for activity. Activity in the range. Now this is the one weak point. Now there are weaknesses. This is a weak point. Weak square and weak diagonal. You notice all these things. Now diagonal, black is superior. Pawn structure, black is superior. And this bishop also better than this bishop. So black has already got an advantage. But in an advantage position, you should know where to take the initiative, where to strike. So well played. The queen wants to enter b3. Now normal going on. It is because it is necessary to overprotect the weak point. Otherwise, you cannot utilize the g7 bishop. Now, I think this gives problems. So black struck with this. I think this is not a good move. By already position is inferior, but this is added to the problem. Okay, let's see how are you going to conduct the game. I want to ask you a question. How will you play now? Black has generated lot of activity and good position. So I want to ask question. How would you continue? Please. आप मुझे बताएं अभी क्या करोगे आप? Knight e4. I mean, there is some. I am asking for black. It is not white. White can play knight e4. Only white. It is black to play. No, not correct. We should not play g4. So this is the knight c5. Into the weakness. Into the weakness. Knight c5. Rook into, queen into, knight there. Now again I am asking how should black play now? G4 is bad. You know, queen h4 checks will come. So don't do weakening the position further. How should black play? Not f3. Kasparov, you know what Miles said. Kasparov has 22 eyes. Kasparov has 22 eyes. That means he has got 11 heads. Demon, रावण है वो. लंका रावण का बाप है. 11 मुंडे. 22 eyes. So he is seeing everything around. That means the queen is watching this knight. That means this access is there. This is the point. Morozovich, Kasparov, same thing happened. Radius of pieces, mastering the open line. Because ये जो giant bishop है, इसका कोई जवाब नहीं है. So queen enters, खत्म. The story is over. Everything dominated. Black pieces are all dominating. अभी activity देखो. The, the whole point is when you examine Kasparov's games, normally his pieces are active, opponent pieces are passive. अभी ये कोई piece है, ये कोई piece है, सब passive pieces है. गणपत खत्म हो गया. स्वयं दास वेलकम. सो रेडियस ऑफ पीसेस, तो मारना पड़ेगा, कोई चॉइस नहीं. अभी गेम खत्म. अभी डिफेंस ही नहीं आता है. मटेरियल डाउन. अब ये पॉन जा रहा है, ये जा रहा है, सब कुछ जा रहा है. मेट है, यहाँ पे मेट लगाया है. तो नाइट E4, तो नाइट इंटू D3, नाइट E4, नाइट D3, सब इंटू D4, वापस मेट. अभी क्या देखो, दिस इज नाउ एंड गेम. नाउ यू हैव टू शो योर एंड गेम टेक्निक. मार दो पॉन अप, जीत जाए, जीत जाए. एक्स्ट्रा पॉन, नॉट ओनली एक्स्ट्रा पॉन, एक्टिव किंग. अभी किंग भी एक्टिव है, एक्स्ट्रा पॉन है, किंग फास्ट आ जाएगा, और ये पास पॉन भी है, तो जाएगा. However, I will show you. Centralize very well. Next king आएगा ऊपर. Action. ये कुछ नहीं होगा, एक्टिविटी चालू है, पास पॉन क्रिएट करो. If you push B4 and C4 wins. A3 is threatened. किंग पॉन एंडिंग खेल नहीं सकता है. आया, हो गया. Now go there. It is now I will win this pawn. I will win this pawn and this pass pawn. Now in the action 1 2 3 and डिफेंडर में फाइट कर रहा है, ये अकेला है उसके लिए. हो गया. अभी ओके, कुछ नहीं. अभी नेक्स्ट किंग आएगा और ये पॉन बढ़ेगा. खत्म, कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. एक तो अभी ये मार के आएगा. 4 5 6 मूव है. 1 2 और 5 7, तो तब तक ये फास्ट आ रहा है. So activity, and you know the mistake. This variation is bad. You know, I lost to I played with Vasuko and I was outplayed. Then I won 3 4 games in the same line. मुझे लाइन पसंद हुआ क्योंकि वीकर प्लेयर्स दे डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू. ये जो लाइन है, द वीकर प्लेयर्स दे फंबल विद द लाइन. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग वीकर प्लेयर्स, आई वुड से इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड प्लेयर्स. It is not correct to say weaker players because no player is weak. It is inexperienced players. They are fumbled with this move, Queen B6, and then Queen back. I won 2 games. I won 2 games with this line in an important tournament. Other players forget. Okay, now here I will tell you how to play against this line. The correct move is not this. This is the retreat. This retreat, white is better. Now the queen's role is questionable. अभी ये क्वीन नाइट एक्शन में, यहाँ पर नाइट इज जस्ट डूइंग नथिंग इन B3. So let us see in F3 how white couldn't play now. पहला मूव दिखाऊंगा, ग्रिशुक वर्सेस रापोर्ट. वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेयर्स. ओके, सो बिशप क्वीन कम बैक, castle. Now rook e1. Very well. The point is, any moment you play knight there, then ND5 can come. Suppose you play knight here, now I can play A4. I want to play ND5, but इसको weak करो, play A4, and if you play ND5 will come. This is terrific. The problems will stay. Lot of initiative. Maybe I will wait 2 3 moves. Maybe I will wait another 2 3 moves. May not be now also. Maybe I can wait here with maybe here bishop G5, or maybe yeah, I should wait rather. So again, he played bishop C5. Good move. Now the point is, knight should come before bishop. Now he has come here. Immediate action. Now I am coming there. I want to come here. Into. You play knight f6, queen coming there. अटैक आ जाएगा. The queen will transfer to king side. A move normally which is not normal, but exploiting the weakness of dark squares on the king side. So came back. A5. If there was a knight on d5 here, if there was a knight on d5, I would play on d5. Now bb2 and development all complete, and white has space and better game. Clear better game. It is meaningless. You castle either way. Black castles, queen side also trouble, king side also trouble. The point, you should not activate this queen. So you come, I will replace my knight. Now if I point three times, white stands better, clearly better. Now white king is castled and there are already threats are coming. वो कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. I will just pick up two pawn, कुछ नहीं होगा, nothing. So the correct move is to play knight f3. Here, this is the right move. For queen b6, the idea knight f3 and gets a better game. Now Adam's game is also very good. Now a4. I told you if you play you b4, I can play knight d5. This is full compensation. Here you play here and d5, take, take, knight here, is bishop into, अरे क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ये, bishop into and then d6. All bad positions, very bad positions. So here in the game he plays bishop. White stands clear better. Development castle done. All right. As I told you, accepting that it is bad. How to play this position now? My question, after getting where to get mega database, I will tell you mega database is you can order from internet from chessbase. Actually, it is easier to get it from Sagar Saha. He is the he is the agent of chessbase. Chessbase India is the agent of chessbase, so you can get it from Sagar Saha or his company, or you can also contact Bhavesh Bhai Patel, Praful Javeri. Any of these can help to get you chess base. Gujarat Association Secretary Bhavesh Bhai Patel. You can ask Praful Javeri, Indian Chess School from Bombay. I don't know where you are living. Daksh Thakkar. If you are in Gujarat, you order ask Bhavesh Bhai. You are in Bombay, ask Praful Javeri or Sagar Shah. What should white do? क्या करना है? Initiative. Already black is behind the development and so started attack. Giving the pawn, you cannot accept that pawn. Suppose you accept that pawn, there will be a lot of trouble you will spell. Now you take knight into b4 with a clear positional superiority. You cannot take that pawn. You cannot accept the knight castle plus minus. Finding active plan. See, for example, we have a good position. अभी good position लेकर क्या करेगा? What will you do with your well placed knight? आगे क्या करोगे? नहीं मारेगा. अब यो कैसल कर रहा है, then you have to retreat the knight. All this is bad. आपको नाइट के लिए जगह बनाना पड़ेगा. But making use of the knight, I am threatening, brother John, I am entering here, I am entering there. तो तुम ये मारो, मेरा काम हो गया. अभी अभी I am having a target, the center. Fantastic position. Okay. So, a fantastic position. A weak pawn and better center. So, this is the point. Activity, art of playing actively. हो गया, हो गया. I don't have to take ये विषय को मार के मुझे पॉन लेना नहीं है. आई स्टे इन सेंटर. अभी उसको उठाएगा कौन? इसको उठाएगा कौन? अभी मैं अभी इसको E5 कर रहा हूं. मैं D5 will turn out bad. You play here pawn into pawn and then bishop into G6 with a clear superior. Technically plus minus. You play D5. I will take, and maybe I will take, and now you take, and knight here. This is fantastic position. Very good. White stands clearly on top. Positionally also, attacking chances also. So ये आया rook. सब protected है. Welcome to open. White pieces are more ready for any opening. Plus minus. अभी वो नहीं ले सकता है. अभी ये मारेगा ना, यहाँ ग्रीक सक्स आएगा. ग्रीक विल कम. यू टेक टू थ्री टाइम्स, यहाँ ग्रीक साक आ जाएगा. चेक, नाइट चेक, रूक हियर, फिनिशिंग द गेम इन स्टाइल. सो अभी द पोजीशन इज क्लियर प्लस माइनस. हो गया. मार तो नहीं सकता है. एक एक करके सब जाएगा. The ending is lost. You cannot take re5. The position that c8 bishop is doomed, lost. So on the whole, ये variation ही bad है. However, if you do not know and you play mechanically like knight b3, then it is a bad position. If a player does not know, he will play mechanically knight b3. तो मैंने वही खेला. Normally in the Scavenging b2 b3 line, when knight is attacked, we come back bc5, which is bad here. The correct move is knight f3. I also played this with Basuko. So okay. तक थक कर आप भावेश भाई से कांटेक्ट करो. भावेश भाई से पास में है चेस बेस 15-16 जो भी है. Then I take you Polgar. Judith Polgar was a great attacking player. She has defeated almost all top grandmaster, but had a very poor score with Kramnik only Kramnik, because Kramnik was very positional, and the style did not suit. Sometimes some players did not match the style. So otherwise, she beat Anand, beat Kasparov, Karpov. She has beaten lot of top players, great player. So Kasparov is the Sicilian, Nasdaq. The point is, if somebody the players have tried, they played close Sicilian or Sicilian C3, BB5. Kasparov is ready for all this. Kasparov is in the habit of punishing anti-Sicilian, in habit of punishing all anti-Sicilian lines. Mastered the art and a tremendous record, number of wins with black within Nasdaq. Okay, the whole idea, the tempo. Normally, what happens? You play knight d7 and knight, but in this case, the tempo is coming. So, to avoid the tempo, he has played this. Now, the next plan, he will play bishop d7, and try to develop knight d7. Otherwise, rook into c3 may come anytime. If you try to do any kind of pushing the pawn, rook into c3 will come. knight c5 will come. So avoiding that kind of possibility. I think the black has got a better game. White played very good here. Judith Polgar, I really give credit that she played very actively. Bishop, and now he played a good group, very nicely. I mean, here the castle is bad. If he castles, knight h5, white has the initiative. I think this is really dangerous. The queen is watching, and you do all this weakening is bad. F6 and all bad. The threat is knight. So if you do now e5 to close the line, then enter. You can take only one piece at a time. Okay. So I will open up. Pawn into means queen into. If you play pawn into, queen takes is winning and opening up. Only move. Otherwise, I will play pawn into. If you play rook, move the rook, I will play pawn into and then pawn into. Forced. Now the position, it is now white has the initiative. The position, you see, active players don't like opponent having initiative. It is bad. That is the reason he did not castle. It is rare. Normally, Kasparov rarely does not castle and keep the king in center. So after queen b2, he understood that white has initiative after knight coming. So rook g8. Correct. No. First he played rook g8. Well played. What else? Now you have to give a threat. Now if you give knight will not return. Abhimanyu हो जाएगा. Knight will be trapped. Knight will be trapped here. So you will not be able to come back. So knight has to come. Now I think this move is suspicious move. It was necessary for white to play rook d2 and bring the other rook to the game. This rook is unused. The worst piece. Dorosky's book, Mark Dorosky wrote Improvement of the Worst Piece. Or you can go back to Makagano. Makagano used to say, जो piece काम नहीं करता है उसको काम दो. The ideal piece must be brought into action. अभी ये piece क्या काम कर रहा है? क्या कर रहा है इधर? So you cannot play. Then d3 needs protection because knight is not safe. So आपको ये move करना है with the idea rook coming. Then you have a reasonable fight. But he played this move is not correct. Opening the position will backfire. Now the point is, if there is a white square bishop, imagine we have a white square bishop on e2, then it's okay. But the white squares are getting weak. Now you constantly this ghost will out the square. The position actually is equal because though black has a positional advantage, the black's main defect is the king. This uncastled king and rook. So black cannot think of winning the game. He has to now consolidate. तो गेम में आना चाहिए रूक. So black tried to improve the position. Paris Kumar, welcome. So here rook coming. Finally, white managed to bring. I think this position is equal. Bishop, queen coming there. Over protecting that square. The position here he played rook into and rook there. A mistake. You can understand the tension playing Kasparov, the time trouble also, the tension also. Here, knight e2 would have drawn the game. The point is, here knight e2. Now, black has no activity. Black will try to hit the center so that he will take and play bf5. Black plan is to play here, take it, and the bishop comes. Then only he can do something. But when you play f5, he will now hit bishop into. Now this move, pawn into, and now bishop into, and knight. Rook into. This is equal. The black square bishop has no life, and I am going to eliminate this. Eliminate this. Thereafter, there is nothing. The technical plus is nothing. Draw. The position should be no more than any half point only. It is no, you cannot win. But Judith made a mistake and lost. Instead of playing knight e2, it took bishop into knight. A serious error. You will not get time now. Now this I want to ask you, would you do you favor this game for white or black? ये गेम किसके लिए अच्छा है? Don't say black because Kasparov is black. You say calculate the variations. Who is better and why? अभी यहाँ पे ये मारेंगे तो पास पान निकलेगा. पास पान निकलेगा. So who is better? So you say black. Oh, okay, I agree. But what should black? What should black do now? What should black do? Ramakrishna says white. The point is white looks better, but there is a problem. The actually pass pawn is coming and white looks better. And bishop into knight, queen will enter. So bishop into pawn into, and now queen. This is the point. This is the point. The pass pawn is rolling, and bishop takes here. It will not solve the problem. The pass pawn you have to constantly work. The check is not working. So here the correct move here played queen. Now the pass pawn is not working on account of bishop into queen attack, and mating attack will come. So here queen c2, then the end game. I will take and king pawn end game will come. And now this knight and bishop, he should win the game. This ending is favorable. Once king c7 coming, then bishop will come and the roller of the king side pawns. So this ending is bad. And now supposing you play push bishop into, then takes, and now the ending is lost. This is winning endgame. Or the king pawn endgame. Suppose you go other way, this is also lost. Whatever you do, it is lost. C8 queen, bishop into, or whatever you do, it is lost now. He won the ending brilliantly. Now queen takes pawn, then check and winning. The pass pawn. Now black has a pass pawn और यहाँ भी pass pawn. So check, 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 centralized. White is material down और कोई counter play नहीं. Only thing, you should not be greedy to take the pawn. Then perpetual check will come. So centralization lost. Very well played by Kasparov, but Judith missed a chance. However, it is activity. Now I will go for more games. Okay. Sozin attack is a very sharp line. Now here, there are many lines here. F4 is the mechanical line. What is the idea? I will tell you. If black plays mechanically, then a sacrifice comes. Sacrifice takes now three pawns. Queen will go and the knight into pawn. There is three pawns and bad king situation. So this is the what, but it is not the correct way. I will tell you after the game why this line is not the great line for black. This is the one. And now he wants to eliminate the main attacking piece of white. After that, the king is safe and no attack will come. Take no attack. Now the black center is good and the queen will be activated. The queen will be activated here. Double bishop है, center है, nice position. You can activate the queen to coming there, or if you support this pawn, the bishop will be strong in diagonal. So he is very strong. Black stands better. दो बिशप सेंटर और ये टिपिकल एक्सचेंज सैक आएगा भी, ये भी प्लान है मेरा मारने के लिए. Seizing F4 square. Excellent. Now rook is reduced. That is white has no attacking chances. The Sicilian endgames are normally good for black. Normally. Now in such position there is no attack and weak point. I want you to find, I want you how black should play this position. This is a very important thing. Getting a good plan in a good position. If you have seen the game, you will tell me the moves, but plan is important. Where is the weak point? What will you do? Please think and tell me. I will write back. Yeah. So I'm back. What is the answer? No, 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 no deep. Basically, I will tell you the weak point. This is a serious weak point. The knight you cannot move. The pressure on the pawn, the knight you cannot move. Now black has two bishops and some weaknesses. So black made a fantastic plan. Now the square. Apart from now seizing a square, making the pawn immobile. Take. Now this is just overwhelming position. All you need is to attack the weak point. Rook coming here, finishing, winning. He cannot defend it. Now if you play knight f3, now e5, the knight is further bad. The knight is further bad. Okay. Correct? Black on top. No weakness, and now this is bad position. He must lose material now. So he played in the game here, knight, but RB4 picks up pawn and it is easily gone. On position. We need to notice the weak point. But I will tell you, all that is not rosy. All that is not great for this thing. This line, it is not that it is great. So I will tell you what you should do now. Somebody playing Sozin attack, you should not be afraid of this plan. What is he doing after all? This 1, 2, and the bishop will come after the will putting pressure on the point. Idea BB B5 A3 BB7 is coming. So the correct active move for white is BG5. This is the one now will not allow black to carry out his plan of pressure on the king side. अब ये तो नहीं आएगा, बिशप सैक्रिफाइस आ जाएगा, ये आएगा तो बिशप सैक्रिफाइस, अभी क्या करोगे आप? अभी ये आएगा तो कोई थ्रेट ही नहीं है, देयर इज नो थ्रेट. So bishop g5 is the correct answer for this nd7 nc5 plan. Let me give you maybe 2-3 games. I'll show you from this for black, for white. Let us say Nisipian. Livider Nisipian is a great player. So queen f5. So मार देना है. The whole concept of pressure on center now I will cancel. तो अभी कोई ये नहीं, white is more coordinated developed. अभी कर क्या रहा है queen? अभी there is nothing, no plan. Now naturally next I will play some f4 move and thereafter knight f3 or queen d2, rook d1, rook e1 with pressure. White pieces are fantastic now. So he again comes. Once again he wants to come and eliminate. लेकिन कितना मूव है, आदमी के पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो तारे गिना करे आसमान पे. इतना टाइम नहीं है ब्लैक पीसेस लेकर के नाइट आओ जाओ आओ मारो, ये सब टाइम नहीं है. अटैक आ गया, नाइट इंटू बिशप मारोगे तो बैड, e5 करोगे तो बैड. अगर आप इधर e5 करोगे वो भी बैड मूव, मारो मारो बैड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हाट एल्स यू विल डू नाउ. नाउ आई प्ले e4. नाउ आप ये करोगे, क्या करो, ये करोगे. आई थिंक ये पोजीशन को ये नाइट एंट्री मारेगा. वेलकम, वेलकम टू टेक दैट. Queen check will come. There is no guard. It will not be. It will not be easy. So e5 is not possible. That means you will take e5, knight e6 coming, nb3 मारो. Now पीछे जाओ, rook a5 coming, beautifully played. Plus बचाओ c7 थ्रेट को, कैसल तो नहीं होता है. हो गया काम. King is bad, c4 nb6 is coming. अभी ये चेक द रिसोर्सेज, ये थ्रेट इनिशिएटिव बंद कर रहा है. सो इनिशिएटिव बॉल मस्ट कीप रोलिंग. शॉट क्वीन से मारेगा तो डबल अटैक आएगा, डबल अटैक. b6 थ्रेट एंड d6 थ्रेट, e5 थ्रेट. हो गया काम. नाउ इट इज बैड पोजीशन एंड बिशप d7 को क्वीन d5 मेट है, ये खेलेगा तो चेकमेट हो जाएगा, मेट है. एक चेक की कुछ नहीं होता है, ये सब गया, लॉस्ट. देयर इज नो टाइम फॉर हिम. डिफेंड करते करते गेम जाएगा, लॉस्ट. तो the correct, I recommend here ND7 NC5. The correct move here is to play bishop G5. And now if you play here, you take. Now knight, he wants to keep the knight for the attack. He wants to keep knight for eliminating the bishop. It also turns out badly. F4 आ रहा है. Anyway F4. Anyway F4. अगर वो मारेगा तो I will play knight E2 and go for the pawn. If you take it, I will play knight E2. You can't play E5. You cannot play that. ND5 will come. And then G3. If you play ND5 and G3, ये आएगा तो ND5 जाओ पीछे तो ये खत्म हो जाएगा. चारों तरफ रूक, नाइट, बिशप, क्वीन सब एक्टिव हो जाएगा. So you cannot play that. Plus very beautifully play. What else? अगर ये आएगा तो मैं नाइट खेलूंगा. Suppose you come, what can I do here? What can I do here? I guess this knight should come, or this knight also. This is simple plus. You can't do that. So knight. This is plus minus. The position is plus minus. Okay, with white has attack. So you cannot play, cannot accept that one. G5 को F4 बहुत अच्छा खेला. Open, just open. Name of the game, just open. Cannot take. You take pawn into pawn, double attack on the queen and king. F7 जाएगा कुछ तो मिल जाएगा. You cannot take. Whatever you do, you taking this is bad. Then rook into will come. I will get rook into. Why knight into? Rook into. Idea BF7. So you played this. Rook into. ये तो खत्म हो गया. Lost. So Karpov Polgar, I will see that later. I will see that. I will check that later. What are your views? I will check that and tell you. Karpov Polgar, year, which year? 1999. I will see that. Here, one more game with that line. The point is when you capture bishop into knight here, I will play this way because then king. In this kind of pawn structure, black cannot attack. The king is very safe here. The king is safe here. Black has no attack. And with so many pieces on the board, the black is in trouble. White will definitely attack. That, uh, Johnny Hector, Grandmaster Johnny Hector, he was fond of playing this line against Sicilian Dragon, Sicilian Dragon, some G4 variation. This kind of pawn structure. Even Fischer, in his one book, 16 Memorable Game, he said black cannot attack in this kind of pawn structure. The king is safe. So knight into b3 is just ruled out. There is cb3, no attack. Welcome to open up. Open the position. You cannot accept. You will easy attack will come. Bishop will come, and now this is bad. And king f8 is bad. King f8, queen d6 check, initiative. So you cannot really go accept that. So that means he has to play castle. हो गया काम. Now already better. Okay, the position still I want to ask you questions. अभी आया. So you will play f4 with the idea I want to consolidate. Comes here, takes. This is because safe structure, very safe. King is absolutely safe after ab1, no attack. So he comes here. What to do now? e5, bishop into, pawn into. White position is clearly superior. Centralized pieces, pass pawn, everything is good. Black plays b. What will you do now? Art of playing active chess. अभी now what he wants उसको life चाहिए, that he wants to push this, and if you play knight a4 bishop d7, his plan is pawn push knight a4 bd7, or you go somewhere, then bishop will be activated bb7 bd5. अगर आप एक्टिव नहीं खेलोगे ये पोजीशन माइनस होते जाएगा. So we should learn to play actively. The plan is here. Don't play passive moves. Not good. He plays here queen d4. अभी b4 नहीं चलेगा कि रुक d5 रुक e5 क्रश हो जाए. He will get crushed. Queen trap हो गया. So finding active move all the time. And main plan here, the queen is centralized watching this, and gradually he will attack will come. Apart from the attack, preventing the move b4. So very, very well played. जाओ क्वीन b6 जाओ. It is as good as lost. Now exchange करेंगे दो connected pawn. नहीं करेंगे तो बस एंड गेम. यू कैनॉट डेवलप बिशप इजीली. खत्म. कोई चांस नहीं है. अभी किंग इज सेफ. द पास pawn will decide the course. फंटास्टिक गेम बाय रुबलेवस्की. सो ये लाइन को हमको वी शुड नो हाउ टू हैंडल द लाइन nd7 and c5. The correct move is bishop g5. Okay. Okay, I will see that game later on. पहला ये तो जो एक्टिव लाइन है मैं कर देता हूँ. Saravan Kasparov. Basically, I will skip the opening discussion. This is Taras Rubinstein. Normally, white is better, but here, this here, normally this is the move. B3 is the main theory. This is the main line. B3, then you can play RE8, then you can play RE1. ऐसा सब चलता रहता है. Now, rook will come. There are a lot of variations. I will not discuss the opening theory, but here white did the decision is not correct. Not correct. Now you can play ND5 also. You can play NE4. White has got not so great position. So preventing the movement of the white bishop, black has got activity. Now the pawn is active. Okay, you may recover the pawn. That is, now it is white will get the pawn, but at the cost of a superior minor piece for black. He will get RD2 and get the pawn back. Now you get the pawn back, but the position black is better because 2-1 majority. Black has got 2-1 pawn majority and also the better bishop, better minor piece compared to that. With correct play, the white can draw the game, but passive play. Now he played this check, then brought the king. This should be equal. Correct play. Bad move here. Unnecessary move. Weakening. Second bad move. He should have played here ND3. Some fighting chances for a draw, but badly played. Plus, now black is better. Superior minor piece. Black's advantage. Bishop is superior than the knight here. And 2-1 majority. These are the plus points. King pawn ending is winning. But white failed to notice. Outside pass pawn. Outside pass pawn. Okay, this position, he played this. King. Now, here. This position, it is now, he has to play, no, what is the move? F4. Then black played F6. Now white played here F5. Nothing, white cannot do. white cannot move the king, then the pawn will enter. And white cannot move, the king will enter. So white made a move. Now this position, it is black has got out protected pass pawn in active position. So how should black play now? Many times in an end game that you just pass the move to opponent. It is very simple rule. Now triangulation. Now black to play should win the game, pass the move to opponent. For example, white to play, white has no move. Zugzwang. White to play, white has no good move. He cannot move the king and no pawn. That means what you need is a triangulation. वो कैसा करोगे मुझे बताओ. How you can pass the move? Triangulation. Move is to black. The position is black to play. But I will bring same position white to play. White doesn't choose one. That is what Kasparov did. Garry Kasparov played here king. Notice diagram. You notice the diagram. Take a photo. Now it is black to play. We will bring white to play. Further back. You cannot go up. The pass pawn. You cannot go. The pawn will queen. And you cannot do break. King in the square. I will take king is very much in the square. So only move. Only move. Now only move. Same diagram. But this time it is white to play. Zugzwang. डायग्राम वही है लेकिन मूव व्हाइट का है तो पॉन विल किंग विल e3 देन पॉन पुश किंग पुश रिजाइन नाउ you want to do a break now this will come you want to take pawn push check ये आएगा तो check ये आएगा c2 को a2 और you push the pawn and queen check so Zugzwang very well played positional game by Garry Kasparov. The mistake of white was to take bishop into. It was not a good decision. Tiviako Kasparov, this is an attack. Normally, many of the Kasparov's opponent they avoided open Sicilian main line. They don't want to see the analysis of Kasparov in Sicilian transfer. So even great players, Fedorov, Tiviako, or so many great players, they avoided playing open line. That's a mistake. So he has gone for that Grand Prix attack. Grand Prix attack. There is no attack. The plan of white attack is to come here and then pawn push and then go for the attack. This is the plan. Queen coming there and then f5 and attack. It is not that all that easy. खत्म कर देगा सब ये सब इतना स्लो नहीं चलेगा हो गया अभी the pieces are white are jammed up there is no attack there is nothing now you take suppose you take the pawn I'm going to play pawn into with the center in the Borua game it was different the queen was active on h4 so I didn't there is no attack here there is no attack g file is open he is trying to do some activity which is turned out badly pushed back. Now you can see the pressure is on g2, the both rook and bishop, and two active pieces, three active pieces. Very passive play. Want to double the rook. Action on the queen side. If you push here, that everything is closed and he will concentrate fully on the king side. That is his idea. Now the d4 square you have to guard. Pressure on the g2 point, 3 pressure. Now the point is, the most important is the queen is doing nothing. क्या कर सकते हैं? It is a mixer grinder. What can I do? So here, they are the some construction work. I cannot tell. Now the point is, the queen is doing nothing here. Dummy. Now this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. या ये सो अच्छा है लेकिन क्या करेगा? उसका काफी है डिफेंस. So the position virtually it is very bad for white. Nice move. Queen takes pawn will lead to rook h6. Very nicely played. ले लो. And now it is winning. Third attack and the queen is entering. Basically, active queen enters here and 1, 2, 3, 4 on this point. हो गया एंट्री. अभी कुछ नहीं है, मारो ना मारो, अभी ये क्या मारता है, ऐसा मारना नहीं चाहिए. अभी क्वीन जाएगा d1, यू गो देयर, क्वीन आएगा b1. नाउ द पीसेस आर ओवरलोडेड. एक तो ये दिख रहा है, दिस इज ऑलरेडी गॉन. नाउ यहाँ पॉइंट गॉन. ये जो है, ये दोनों वीकनेस सब नहीं गार्ड कर पाएगा, नहीं कर पाएगा. ओनली मूव खत्म. अगर अगर क्वीन कहीं यहाँ कहाँ जाता है, ये क्वीन यहाँ कहाँ जाएगा, तो g2 पे पंचर है. रुक इंटू मारेंगे, बिशप इंटू मारेंगे, बिशप इंटू, सो दैट ये आएगा तो क्वीन चेक में खत्म हो जाएगा. तो यू प्ले क्वीन f2 गॉन. क्वीन जाएगा, अभी गेम मजा नहीं है. तो अभी क्या क्वीन देके क्या खेलेगा, क्या सब खा जाएगा. ये b3 खाएगा या बाद में a5 a4 दूसरा और एक पीस खाएगा, सारे खा जाएगा, खा जाएगा. सब गया. What if that kd2 from white, ke3, chess class later 3 days. But what if kd2? कौन सा डायग्राम में बोल रहा है? मैं I did not read the comment question at what time. You play. People trying to avoid Sicilian, Kasparov always gave lessons. Kasparov gave many free lessons to the grandmaster opponents trying to avoid the main line. Many people he gave free lesson. So here, Fedorov is normally an attacking player, a 2600 grandmaster, very good in attack, avoiding the theory. He is playing close position. Normally style is open. Very active style grandmaster. Objectively, white is having a good position. Nothing wrong. Objectively, white is better. This is a fill strategy. The pawns are not blocked. Pawns आगे आगे, pieces पीछे पीछे. Pawns आगे. The infantry will go. The pieces will follow. Olden style war rule. It looks attack, but there is no pieces are not ready. The piece pawn structure is attacking, लेकिन आपका ये pieces सो रहा है, सो रहा है. अटैक के लिए आपका क्वीन यहाँ चाहिए, द नाइट चाहिए, उसको कहाँ आएगा? So by that time you will counter play will come. So the setup as pawn push करने से अटैक नहीं होता है. Your pieces must be developed, coordinated and ready. आ रहा है, वो आ रहा है. It is too late. Counter play आ गया. यहाँ कुछ होता नहीं है, मार दो, counter play. The advantage is when you grab material, you can always return the material for defense. For further defense, Even if you lose something, game exchange the key piece. So when you give material, it is very difficult unless you have immediate finish. Abhi there is no immediate finish. हो गया. Abhi the plan, White's plan is simple. He wants to take this and bring a rook here and 8. So that यहाँ पे आएगा. इतना time नहीं है. First of all, you have to give exchange side. There is no attacking plan. Attacking plan ही नहीं. So आया. अभी बेशरम के माफिक. इट इज ए बेशरम की हद होता है. अटैक नहीं है तो ये रुक दे रहा है, दूसरा रुक मारेगा. अभी बस कहां से अटैक आएगा? मैं तो अभी ये रुक एक्सचेंज कर देगा, अटैक कहां से आएगा? अरे अभी ये मार के रुक मारेगा तो किंग आ जाएगा. सपोज टेक टेक. अभी रुक इनटू नहीं चलता है. अभी रुक इनटू पॉन इनटू चेक आएगा किंग, दूसरा चेक में किंग आएगा. कुछ अटैक ही नहीं. आई डोंट सी एक चेक भी नहीं है. अटैक तो दूर की बात है, चेक अच्छा चेक नहीं. चेक आएगा तो अटैक आएगा, चेक ही नहीं आता है. so here if he comes here, now takes no attack, खत्म. क्वीन चेक, रुक चेक, फिनिश. रुक चेक, क्वीन हियर एंड मेट. अब अगर ये आएगा तो मेट कर देगा, मेट कर देगा, खत्म. The whole point is many people were demoralized. I will tell you, you should never demoralize. There are sometimes you have a bad score with a particular opponent. देखो वही Pasky had a bad score with Karpov, very bad score. Tal had a bad score with Korchnoi. I would say Shashi Kiran, he lost some 8 games to Kunte. 8 games. But Shashi Kiran is a stronger player. So he had a bad score. But gradually, you know, somebody's style does not match somebody's style. Okay. So you have to, in such situation, play the main lines. Play with patience. Do not get demoralized. You must play the normal opening moves and play with patience and find out your chances. Mistake people do, avoiding theory. Rustum, Rustum Kazimdinov, playing with Kasparov. So a sharp Benoni has come. So this is how we want to outplay and utilize the diagonal. ये diagonal को utilize करना चाहता है. Now a new idea, new move. Earlier the knight into pawn was played and black got a passive. Knight into pawn and black. This is a new idea, novelty. Ramakrishna, you asked me how to preparing opening novelty. I will ask you. I will tell you. Saravan वाले में सार. Mukund Agarwal, welcome. Parvat Thakkar. Yeah. Oh, Tibiako wala. Okay, okay, okay. I will check that. I will check that. Black has a very active position, especially this 3 versus 1. That means if black can manage to complete development with a good center control, game is over. Practically, the game is over. Positionally decisive. So, want to remove the blockade. Replacement. Maro. So, no problem. Now, the point is, it appears outwardly, ऐसा लग रहा है कि white is having a good position. Outwardly. Center. Development complete. I want, how many of you will get a plan? Planning in chess is very difficult. You have to understand the position and plan. Even if you make a bad plan, make a plan. Without playing a plan is very bad. You need to make a plan. Bad plan is better than no plan. So what plan black should do now? I will see that. I will see that game. Sarah one game. What plan black should do now? Point is, the pride of the position, white pride. Normally, now you can see there is no black square bishop, so white cannot attack the queen. This is the focus point where 1, 2, 3 is there. This is the one. This is the one I want to target. This is the one I want to target. लेकिन उसको हाँ, I don't have black square bishop. I cannot exchange that. What will do this one? How about this? There is a danger your own king gets exposed, but white pieces are not developed properly to punish the king. Normally, if white pieces are knight is there, then rooks are ready, you will go for attack. So he plays the h6. Idea, want to now displace the knight, then the position will collapse. This is the whole point. It is not easy to make a plan. It is a very risky decision, but I think it is correct. Move, move. Now finish that. So that there is no play. The bishop plays no role. Black square में रहेगा. कोई attack नहीं है. Bishop plays no role in attack. Now this is a target e5. The positional ये तो गया है. End game के लिए ये तो गया है. So middle game also down. Excellent play. Very well played. Support. Now दो pass pawn है. दो pass pawn, extra pawn and दो pass pawn. Now this is all this thing is crumbling now. एक्टिव प्ले. एंड गेम खेलेगा तो जाएगा 12 का भाव में जाएगा एंड गेम. यू प्ले क्वीन इनटू क्वीन, इट इज खत्म हो जाएगा. तो ओनली मूव. अगेन चेक थ्रेट, ओनली मूव. रुक इनटू. गेम इज ओवर. यू कैन रिजाइन नाउ. A mate is coming. Do you see a mate? Mastering the open lines, mate. The point is, after knight check, king will move anywhere. The queen will come. Check. Party finish. Rook attack, mate threatened, and queen also. There are so many things he is threatening simultaneously. Design. अभी रुक बचाएगा तो गेम जाएगा. ये एंड गेम में जा रहा है. अभी whatever you do, it is lost. मेट तो बचाओ पहले. Because queen check, knight check will lead to mate. Queen check, pawn push will lead to mate. खत्म. So the whole point is getting an active position, playing actively. But I will tell you, I will not advise you to play like this. I don't advise you to play this sort of position. Not at all. Because this is all a prepared line. Very well prepared by Kasparov and team on this particular line. So without preparation, never enter such volatile positions. Suddenly वो pawn दे देगा कभी, so it is bad, dangerous. Active play. Okay, I think I have time. Yes, I have time. How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 गेम है. नहीं होगा time. I will continue that line. Basically, playing actively, there are two type of things. You are playing a Sicilian dragon, active play. Nasdorf, very active play. You are playing a theoretical line where you are sacrificing, you are going through a well-known trodden path. जो रास्ते में बाकी लोग खेले हुए हैं, आप उनको फॉलो कर रहे हैं. Sometimes you play a position which you don't know. Neither your opponent knows. You take risk. So it is a sort of gambling. It is a sort of gambling. So there are Java's player. Bent Larson was a Java's player. वो कुछ भी खेलता था, बोर्ड के ऊपर रिस्क लेता था. Planinek, Morozovic, Mikhail Tal, the boss, taking risk. Risk का भी limit है. So basically, I was also in that category, not so high. I also used to take risk. For example, I will show actually in just base data. I think only 20% of my games are there. 80% of my games because Indian tournament games were not covered in that data. So I never preserved my score sheets. Lot of beautiful games I played and never preserved my score sheet. So, however, this is in data I am showing you. Now this dubious line. This, this is a dubious line for black. Chalo. Bishop now c6. Now knight into pawn. I think white has already an advantage. White has an advantage already. Basic principle. I was black going against the basic principle. How many times the knight has moved? Castle. So you have to take. Of course, queen into pawn is ridiculous. So bishop e6. Now bishop into. Now black is in trouble. He has to complete development. The F file is open already. Already the F file is open. Knight F5 threatening. It is looks like the game is over. But let this. Now C8 check is threatened. So and E7. I think the position already black in trouble. But I survived the opening. Now I played bishop. Idea, if you take queen into bishop check, queen exchange, I will take the knight. Bishop check and I will pick up the knight. So played this. Now knight. Forced to give a pawn. Forced. Now I survived. I survived the opening, but I had a consolation. Now bishop is active. The bishop is good and there is a weakness. So this is the consolation and I managed to come out, survive and drew the game. Now overprotecting f7. Good move. Now suddenly the queen is centralized and the bishop is doing a good job. Both are centralized. You cannot attack my queen. So even though I pawn down, black has active play. He can play h5, kg7. I don't see any danger to the king anymore. White has insufficient pieces to attack. And repetition. So he wanted to avoid repetition. Third attack, defended. Queen exchange is bad. It is a wrong decision. Thereafter only white will have play. Black has no play. So a wrong decision. Correct. Okay. Where is the further attack? No plan is coming. Gradually white is consolidating. So I artificially block that. B4 and I played A5. Main problem was A6 pawn and get rid of the pawn. If you take it, the C5 knight will be in trouble. If you take the C5 knight in trouble. So played this. And now the position is managing because now knight is pushed back to bad square. A Taras formula. Now the knight will not come out easily. The pawns are under pressure. And I managed to draw. I think the position should win for white, but I managed to draw. If you want to draw exchange pawns, exchange pawns. Now f5 will come. Suddenly, these pawns cannot move easily. Block. Who is going to remove the blockade? So I took the pawn. Now the whole point is, once this pawn is gone, even though you are exchange down, it is difficult for him to win. Very difficult technically. So I gave exchange. Now you cannot win. Yeah, I challenged. Now the whole point is the king should go to active place. So this is a very important moment. You need to play this move to come out king. I challenge to exchange because you cannot play longer. So I just exchange. This exchange down end game is very difficult. You can't play this one, and if you play pawn into pawn, it is not easy. So now mate threat. This is gone. Now the point is, it appears a pass pawn. The idea, once the pawn comes here, it is lot of problem will come. But I never gave him time. Give this pawn, you give this pawn and take this pawn. If you play pawn push, then rook check is coming. Rook check, everything in control. If you push this pawn, rook check, bishop check, or this bishop. If you come here, bishop d2 check. So in the game, he played rook into pawn, but king attacks, getting a tempo and last pawn. The last pawn will go. There is nothing. Draw. So you may take the pawn here, but I may give bishop into pawn or rook check and take the pawn. Rook check, and if you come here, I will drive. You come here, just take the pawn. It's nothing mechanically. So it was pure. Luckily, I survived, but I wanted to play actively. In those days, my style was to play active. Many of my games are not recorded, but if you see database, only 20% games are there, which are on most of my losing games are there. Another game I played with lot of risk. So for the tournament, I had prepared 4 pawn attack. National 1988. So be it. White is ready to castle, and you takes Marazubainta position. Knight c6 is bad. d5 will come. So now it was my first. I played Praveen Tipse, played this. Then Grandmaster Tipse found a good move here. He played this move equal because the pieces after you exchange, suppose you take now knight into knight. Uh, I think that game continued differently. That game knight bishop knight into is enough because queen into you get the piece back, or you take knight into then knight into queen bishop and knight into queen. So this is the easy way to equalize. Bishop g4, it is equalized easily. Game became a draw zone. But here my opponent I am Neeraj Mishra played differently. He played this. I think he's wasting time one move. So white got better game after this. White is better. Naturally. Now white has bishop pair and a superior pawn structure. The basin. Now the basin. I'm offering a pawn. Now if you take, now rook b1 will come and enter. So he played this. Take, and now rook here. So here I played this, offering him the pawn for active play. So this, if you take the pawn, then there is a drop of poison in it. For example, it appears that black can take. Now here, this does not work. If you play b4, white will play here, attacking the bishop. Now you cannot save the bishop, then queen exchange will take place. So this is the idea that he picked. But I have a different idea. I played rook. So offering a second pawn. So he played this. So two pawns up, but there is now activity has started. Only move. Now only move. So one pawn recovered and second pawn I am going to get. Now whatever you do, now there is problems are coming. Now already he is feeling the heat. Any moment the e5 move will come. So he played this bad move. Rook into and now e5 black is now winning. Now b7 pawn needs protection. दो बिशप है खुल गया पोजीशन बचाओ पॉन को तो उसने बचाया बैड द डिफेंडर को अटैक करो बोटनिक अटैक द डिफेंडर द ओनली मूव खत्म बैटरी इज लो ओके जस्ट अ मिनट जस्ट अ मिनट Battery is good. So, so thereafter now it is 2 pawn. From 2 pawn down, white will be 2 pawn up now. So यानी कि बाला ब्लैक का 4 pawn चला गया. Check, 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 check. खत्म. Now white is 2 pawn up. White was 2 pawn down and now white is 2 pawn up. So it was a risk I used to take. Mishra is 14 years younger to me. Neeraj Mishra and Anand, they are of same age. Neeraj Mishra is 51, Anand is 51. Same age, 14 years younger to me. मैंने मैंने एक फाइल बनाया कि आई विल शो द रिमेनिंग गेम्स. आई विल कंटिन्यू द एक्टिव प्ले. आई विल कंटिन्यू दिस टॉपिक फॉर फ्यू सेशंस, मे बी फ्यू डेज. हाउ टू प्ले एक्टिवली. नो, आई मेड वन फाइल, जावाज. ये जो है, द नेम ऑफ द फाइल इज जावाज. जान को बाजी लगा के खेलते हैं वो लोग, या तो इधर या उधर. नो ड्रॉ, विन और लॉस. द बॉस इज टाल. टाल वेलिमिरोविक इज कैप्टन, वाइस कैप्टन. First, I will see Birabhadra Singh. The first question Ramakrishna has been asking me, how to prepare novelty. Ramakrishna, I will show you how to prepare novelty. First Ramakrishna's question, then I will attend Birabhadra's question. अरे बाबा, कहाँ गया वो फाइल. फाइल ही नहीं है. ओके, यहाँ मिलेगा. It is Drive. Efimenko. है ही नहीं. है. Efimenko. Efimo. Yeah, this is the game. So Ramakrishna, how to prepare now? Are you there? I don't know. Are you there, Ramakrishna? आनंद 51. आनंद 50 नहीं, आनंद 51 हो गया. आनंद has become 51 now. So I don't know if Ramakrishna is not there. I will show this game tomorrow. Is Ramakrishna there? He has been asking. He has left, I think. Okay, Ramakrishna has left. So I will show the. I will show this game. I will show this game tomorrow, because how to prepare opening novelties. Okay, Samdani and Samdani, brother sister, welcome. So let me save this game. I will show tomorrow. So I will save this game. Now, let me take you to Virabhadra's question. Virabhadra wanted Polgar versus Karpo Polgar. Uh, Karpo Polgar, which year? 99. 19. Okay. All right. Let me see. Should be Polgar. Polgar, Judith, no? Yeah, it is 99 Karpo. I don't think कार्पो का नहीं, कार्पो हार गया होगा तो नहीं रहेगा ये, हार गया हो शायद, तो क्या आई विल सी दैट मेगा कार्पो इज वाइड 99. Okay, let's see. अरे भाई पोलगार का जूडिथ पोलगार को मैं किधर गया ये गेम, ये कहाँ है? पोलगार जूडिथ पोलगार कार्पो पोलगार नो एल 99 from which tournament who go on, right? Bowler. Yeah, this is the one you are asking. So you go to the straight move. Let me see the game first, then I will have an idea. So this is normally it is unlike Carpo. Normally you will not see Carpo uncastled king. Normally he would castle, but already Carpo's prime is over. You know, Carpo, I think practically after 94, he is out from the world chess scenario. He did not play any more world title or candidate. So 94, 95 onwards, there is no point in Carpo. He is no more in a serious player after that. So you don't see Carpo uncastled king in the center. So this is not the time of Carpo. Played brilliantly. Already, already they started giving threats. So where is the problem? He says 32nd move. On 32nd move, C7 was a bad move. Okay, let me see. He's asking 24th move. 24th move. Now, in my opinion, is what are you telling? Virabhadra Singh, what is your view? I always found winning line for black, but then a mistake and it ended up in a draw. As I always found winning line for black, mistake, and it ended up in a draw. What are your views? Let me see. It says that Queen A1, bowler, repetition. Now, what you say, found a winning line for black. So, where is the winning line? Where is the winning line? I will say, I don't see winning line for, I don't see. Black has played all best moves. Queen exchange is bad. Queen exchange will lose. So, he has played correctly. So, again, correctly. Okay. Where is the winning line? You play rook into rook, queen check is coming. Queen check is coming. So, rook and rook is not playable. And if you play queen into rook check is winning. So, playing forcefully, correct move. She has played. And now, what are you doing? So, what is the other move you will do? You give a check, king b2, no check position will come. No check position. So you have to repeat. So I don't see anything wrong. The position, anything wrong. But you say C7 is a bad move. Let me see. Let me see the game. Let me see the game. Golod gives C7 bad move. So here, let me see 24th move. So here he says Queen A1. Huh? Normally, in this such position, there is no positional. It is only tactics. That what applies is black white rook is not yet developed. Already B file open. I'm not happy with the position here. Here, the black has got lot of activity. Black has lot of activity. So he played C7, it's bad. Queen A1. Then he says RB3 only move. Why only move? I don't agree with it. He may be two piece down, but what other move you can do? I think it is necessary because the rook cannot join. The rook cannot join. Bishop D3 is coming. Unfortunately, the black rook cannot join the attack. So, so here Queen A1, he says it is also no problem. Also same thing. This is also true. That is also true. Okay. I think normally it is a game not worth analyzing because it is unlike Karpo. Karpo in all his entire career, you will may find 3 4 games uncassed. So I don't think he has played correctly. No, Queen A1 was draw. If you play Queen A1 draw, whatever the pass pawn and the back rank, the main problem Black is facing is the back rank problem and pass pawn. So here RB8, I don't see. If you play now instead of C7 also, if you play Queen A1 draw, even then why it's a question mark. You can take the pawn, but suppose you take the pawn, suppose you take the pawn here, then maybe maybe I will just coordinate the. Now I'm having two extra pieces. I'm having two extra pieces. तो बिशप दे दो A4 खेल लेंगे. ये ठीक है. अभी रुक ज्वाइन हो जाएगा. And now if I play, I will return the piece. So it is necessary for him to play. C7 is okay, nothing wrong. So here क्या करेगा अभी? So it is not worth analyzing. Hmm. Equal only. So I will continue with the discussion of active play. Some games of Kasparov remain still. How many games I did not? I think I left 7 8 games. I went up to here, no? Karpov, Polgar, Kasim Dino, Polgar, Kasparov. I finished. So I have to get some 7 8 games are left. I will so continue with the discussion tomorrow. Okay. So friends, I will back tomorrow morning 9:30. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care and bye. Hello. Okay. Okay. Bye. And anyway, I have a class at 7 p.m. today on that graphy, and I will discussing mostly Anand's game, Anand's journey, first title in the FIDE title 2000, and then unified FIDE title in 2000, later on 2007, I think. So see you again.